First game of the weekend at Blue Arena, Salt Lake versus 14U. We've got AJ starting at the dot. He's flanked by Brady Blanco, and we've got Jackson Leinbach up on forward. AJ loses the draw, comes back to Salt Lake's end. They try and chip it up the board. AJ takes it away, shoots it over the net. Jonesy with a good stick at the point. Takes it down the wall, delays, goes back to Blanco. Blanco tries to go back to Jones. He's got to retreat, and Salt Lake comes away with it. Jonesy picks it up. Spins. Gets it to Blanco. Blanco loses the puck at the blue line, but luckily it comes right back to Jones. He leaves it for AJ. AJ looks for a changing Jonesy, and Salt Lake sends it down deep by number 2, not number 22. AJ comes out with it, but his pass goes to Salt Lake. Leinbach with a good stick, hits it down to their end, but unfortunately we can't get possession. They're going to come back to the neutral zone. Good stick by Cody, whacks it out to center. Hill in pursuit along with Leinbach. Leinbach stops, tries to get it down, doesn't go, but Lakey's there, tries to hold it on the point, comes back to Carter. Carter walks the line, comes down through the circles. Shot, and the short side shot goes over the shoulder, and there's too many S's in that sentence. 1-0 Moose. So I believe that was Carter from Lakey.
That was right. This is a travel day for Salt Lake today.
It is. And as we've seen with our boys, that travel day, even if it's not too far, it's hard to get your legs out, or hard to get your legs underneath you. Not out from underneath you. That one's easier. That was Hill in the draw. Salt Lake brings it into the zone. Lakey flips it up, gets it to Hill. Hill through center. He does the Hill move. He tries to do a fancy
save.
move. Good save by the goalie. In the corner, Gavin knocks it free. Hill picks it up. Stick handles it to Lakey. Lakey tries to go back to him, gets to Gavin. Gavin tries to go back to him, misses both, and Salt Lake comes down into the zone. Long shot or dump. Owen wanted to cover, and then they help him out. That's AJ, won it clean, sent it back to Jonesy. Jonesy, he wanted Tristan, didn't go. Wiggy in there poking it, tried to get it to AJ, and it comes in offside.
Yeah. It was a favorable call for the Moose.
AJ on the dot, comes away with it. He tries a backhand to Wiggy, doesn't quite connect. Comes back to Tristan. Tristan up to Wiggy. Wiggy can't quite get it out. And Owen's just going to knock it to the corner. Jones in pursuit. Jones falls down, hit by AJ. Puck leaks out, Tristan into it. And when he touches the puck, the ref says, hey, the net is off. Let's get this squared away.
Didn't we have possession?
We did. As a matter of fact, they waited for us to get possession to blow the whistle, which I thought was an interesting
Yeah,
concept.
because we should have been able to maintain possession.
We should have, because we were going to be coming out of our zone, making the net being off irrelevant. Steiny to drop the puck.
Maybe it was a travel day for the refs, too.
Hill loses the draw. Aho carries it in. Cody whacks it free.
Whoa.
He was pressured right in front of the net. Gets it to the point. Blocks the shot. and then he's going to carry. And the long shot into the glove. Goalie wants to play. Salt Lake gets it out of the zone.
I'd like to see Cody carry those in deeper.
I would too. I scoured the rule book. He is allowed to shoot it in closer than the top of the circles. Leinbach lost it, but good back pressure. Ends up knocking it free for Hill. Hill, he's going to go through his legs. He's going to spin around. He's going to back pass. It went to Grady. It got knocked off Grady's stick. Cody couldn't quite grab it. Grady with a shoulder knocks it free, allows Bayless to get there first. Bayless under some duress, looking to chip it forward. It's pinned against the wall. And it pops out to Hill. Hill with a self-pass around. He's going to go all by his lonesome. He goes through the legs like he normally does and shot and score. So, second goal for the Moose, second goal for Carter. I think it was maybe Bayless who knocked that free from the scrum in, but don't quote me on it.
I don't know any goalie is stopping that shot.
AJ loses the draw. Long shot misses the net. And a good intercept by, who was that? That was AJ who did it. Gavin had it, went back to Tristan. Tristan's dump or shot, whatever that was, got blocked. Comes back to him. Tristan looking, feeds Gavin. Gavin around one, but
That was pretty offside.
not on the correct side of the line.
Yeah, Salt Lake's going to figure out how to get the body on Carter.
Yeah. Yeah, because if they're just going to watch him dance around, he's going to make that same move every time. Ooh. Steiny is kicking them off the ice?
Two of them off.
Wow.
I didn't see.
Okay. Tommy said, "What are you doing?" And then Steiny said, "I told them to stop it before they get a penalty. I'm going to send them to the bench." Tommy says, "Okay." AJ to Gavin. Gavin's going to chip it forward a little too far for Riker. Goalie's going to have to cover, and he does.
A little close for comfort, if that was my goalie. Thought I was going to steal it.
All right, Leinbach comes in. All right. So Carter gets kicked for the late change. Leinbach goes to the dot. He
Gets away with a trip.
yeah, he definitely tripped that kid. And it comes back to Carter. Carter's going to try and go through the middle. They put a body on him and knocks the puck free. That's just what you were talking about, Dave. Jones is able to get it after the effort by him and Bayless. Jones back to Hill. Hill delays, chips it up. It bounces on Habel. Salt Lake looking. Bounces on them, comes back to Jones. Jones across to Bayless. Bayless to Hill. Comes the other way. And shot deflected. Owen slowed it down with his stick. Bayless tried to grab it behind the net, but it comes the other way. Now race to the corner. I don't know if he threw his stick or dropped his stick. That was weird. Either way, Hill comes out with the puck. He's being harassed behind the net. Tries to get it around, doesn't want to go. Comes up to Salt Lake at the point. They chip it down to their guy on the wall. Carter got it up to Leinbach. It at least got out of the zone. Yep, Carter's going to go. Little too high.
Elbow.
And a little too elbowy.
A little too right in front of Steinauer.
Yep. Typically when you hit people like that, you don't do it directly in front of the referee.
Hit him into the referee. That's probably.
You gotta wait and do it behind his back. That's the key.
Seems like Salt Lake's waking up a little bit, starting to hear their voices.
Steiny was yelling at him. I heard one of the kids say, "What?" So I don't think his message was received. Good takeaway by Riker, and it gets sent all the way down. Goalie out to play, leaves it for 88. Now, 88 is definitely one of their skill players. He's got the C on his chest, and we've seen him all over the score sheet in the games that we've played. Him and 33 are a good combo, who is also on the ice. 88 takes it, dumps it back down. Luckily, Tristan gets there first, kicks it around, and we get it up, not out. AJ couldn't quite get it gone.
Who's
Tristan
that with the hit?
a hit? And a hand pass is called after the Salt Lake guy goes down. So we will come out of the zone for the faceoff. Tristan. All right, that was Blanco on the draw. They're still fighting for it, and it comes back to Salt Lake. Now, this kid, interestingly enough, he's wearing a different jersey. As you and I talked about pregame, he is actually the 12U captain for Salt Lake. Kid's got some side speed and skill. Good save by Owen, but it was loose. Then Jonesy sends it all the way down. Errant pass by Salt Lake, sends it right to Wiggy. Wiggy dropped it down, and Salt Lake played it with a high stick.
I think their own player played it with the high stick. That's why it was whistled.
No, that's what I said. Wiggy shot it, and then Salt Lake played it with a high stick.
Sorry, my bad. Misunderstood.
And then the poor Salt Lake kid had to do the math of, do I let Grady touch it first? But he's a little too close, so nope, I'm just going to have to take the face off. But you could see him thinking it through. Gavin at the dot, comes back to Jones. Jones tries to dump it deep, but it goes off a shin pad. Number 2, not number 22, sends it down deep, rims it around to his own guy. Gavin's harassing, but they maintain possession, and then Jones with the shot block, and it goes out of play.
"17 seconds remaining in the penalty kill.
And 14-10 remaining in the period. And that was a good face-off win by Gavin. Linebach sends it down and gets it on net. Shot save. Hill comes out of the box. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Ooh, wide angle shot. Owen makes the save. It was loose in front, but luckily his glove makes it there before 66 does.
There's a dangerous chance. Scoring opportunity for Salt Lake.
Hill whacks it through Tristan's legs. Bayless put a whack at it. Comes back to him. He chips it around to Gavin. Gavin looking to clear it out. Bounced off a couple of guys. Gets back to Tristan. Tristan's going to look. He's going to carry. Tries to dump it in, but puts it right into the Salt Lake kid. Salt Lake kid hits him. Gavin has a hit behind. It comes back to Bayless. Bayless puts it for a partner that he thought was there who was not. Jones carries it in. Shot, save, cover.
A little bit of a snow job.
That's right. That's right, Owen. Defend your crease. Punch him with your blocker. Oh, is that not what you were meaning?
Not really. I don't know if it was quite that level.
All right. And AJ lost the draw, but luckily their pass was errant on the point. Comes back. Wiggy intercepts off his foot. And that was AJ trying for it. Couldn't quite grab it. And no one seems to be pressuring, which was interesting, but comes around to Wiggy. Wiggy gets it to Tristan. Tristan with a long shot, and he tucks it right under the elbow of the far side of the net. That's a goal for Tristan with an assist for Wiggy. Moose now up 3-0, still 12:51 remaining in the first. Nothing's going on. It's time for your color commentary.
Oh, I got a work text message.
Ugh, that's awful. All right, the referees had a discussion. And here we go. All right, that was AJ on the draw. Salt Lake comes away with possession. Good steal by Riker. Comes to Wiggy. Wiggy gets it to AJ. AJ dumps it down deep.
It's a good zone entry. We need some chase.
We got the dump part. Riker got it. AJ. AJ kicks
tries
it,
again.
looking for Wiggy. Salt Lake gets there first, but AJ gets there, puts it down deep. Salt Lake comes back out. Now they're going to try and go with speed. Their captain tries to get around Cody, but it leads to an offside. Looking sharp, Mr. Nolan guy.
I don't know why
How you
that
doing, buddy?
whistle happened either. That was like the instant offside instead of delayed offside.
Yeah. Hill to the dot. Salt Lake comes in. Salt Lake with a shot. Owen with a save. And then that was Lakey running it around looking for Blanco. Blanco to Hill. Hill chips it up. It's bouncing. Habel can't grab a hold of it. Salt Lake stops, turns it the other way. Long shot.
Whoa, leaking.
Oh! Owen thought he had it, did the right thing, froze, but it leaked through his pads. He was able to make the diving save and snag it before it crossed the goal line. Whew. Close.
Yeah, where's the in-net cam?
Yeah, I know. I'm slacking.
We'll be asking. We're gonna ask Owen about that one after the game.
What's up?
Hey, buddy. All right, Hill on the draw. Salt Lake comes around, spins, shoots. They're starting to get some OZP. Right up until I said that. Carter forces out to center. Jones harassed again by that 12U captain. He's got good effort. Blanco put a shoulder in, and oof. Hill had a shoulder, then there was a block shot, then a real shot, and a save and cover by Owen. Now, I think the big danger for the Moose, I mean, obviously up 3-0, we're sitting pretty early in this game, but, you know, you worry about some of those hits. And, you know, if the Moose starts taking a lot of penalties like we did in previous series, that would be a great way for Salt Lake to get back in the game. All right, Salt Lake wins the draw. They go point to point, bouncing shot. Owen's got it in the breadbasket, but don't like to see those muffins popping up right before it gets to the goalie.
Yeah, I think Salt Lake figures out how to get under the Moose's skin and get them to put themselves in the box.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure we'd take the cheese on that too. Another weird deflection. Oh, there it is. So you had a deflection shot. Then Owen thought he might have had it. It was still loose. And then Salt Lake's able to capitalize on the loose change in front and bring themselves within 2. So now with 10:52 left in the first, Salt Lake cut the lead 3-1. Hill with a clean win, goes back to Tristan. Tristan up to Riker. Riker takes the body but gets it to Hill. Hill carries in, he goes wide. He's got Wiggy in front of the net. Hill with a hit, and Riker with a shot that missed the net. Comes around to Lakey on the point. Lakey tries to hit Wiggy. It rims around. Comes to Riker. Riker can't quite hold on. Salt Lake comes out with speed. And Wiggy takes it away. He stops, but Salt Lake is all over him. And Salt Lake's going to take a penalty there for interference. I feel that was a little bit of a ticky-tack call.
Yeah, he must have just given up the puck, but I didn't think it was that bad.
Nope, I didn't think that was that bad either. That seemed like a pretty weak call. I heard Wiggy laughing from up here, like, what was that about? He sure didn't think it was a penalty.
Blake Wigton probably thought he was getting sent to the box for something. Like, what?
He's like,
What'd I do?
This is what it feels like on the other side of this. Lakey delays, carries in, loses the puck. It comes back out to AJ at center. AJ just off of Habel's stick, and Salt Lake is able to whack it. Where the heck did it go? Oh, that's where it went. All right. Well, it went out of play, which is why I couldn't see it on the rink. And
Salt Lake was starting to get some momentum. It's unfortunate for them to get someone in the box now.
Well, it's funny. We were talking about the Moose screwing up their momentum by going in the box, and then Salt Lake does that exact thing to themselves. And it gets sent all the way down. By the way, that was AJ winning the draw and a nice shot from the point by Tristan. Oh. Lakey whiffs on the pass. The second one gets intercepted, comes back to Blanco. Ooh, good takeaway. Low angle shot off Owen. Loose in front. Net is way off, which is fine. We get possession, except for the fact that we just iced it.
Owen's so nice. He put it back on.
Yep. Owen fixed the net. We're good. I also, big shout out to the Hill and Welty family who treated this like an Eagles game and waited until a whistle to go find their seats. That is fantastic rink etiquette right there. Oh, Linebox Mom was in on that crew too, so shout out to them for knowing their rink etiquette. Pass by Jones goes off Linebox stick, but it comes back to him. That one goes off Salt Lake stick, still gets to Gavin. Gavin a little bit too far for Linebox. And the puck gets ramped into the bench. Now, interestingly enough there, Dave, just in my casual observation, unless that's an 8, it looks like Salt Lake has 2 number 66s. Shot by Cody, save. They've got a little 66 Ross and a big 66 Roberts. So may have pulled him down from the 16s. Might be a younger guy. Hill with a clean win to Cody. Cody delays, looks, his shot gets blocked. It bounces on Linebach, goes to the corner. Linebach up to Jones. Jones with a good stick to hold that in. Sends it back down to Linebach. Linebach bounces on Carter. Gavin up to Cody. Cody tries to get it across. I don't know. I don't like that yell by Braden right there. Oh God, Cody. Yeah.
Boy, you saw that.
You are way too tall to hit that kid. Any check you did on that kid was going to be a penalty. All right, so.
Well, I'm waiting for this signal to see what it's called. But yeah, in Canada they would call it head contact. Here he's calling it a cross check.
Oh,
I don't know.
That's weird. He put
his stick was way above the kid's head.
Yeah, he put his hip into the kid's head.
I might need to see the replay.
Yeah.
Either way, I think we were all okay with the call.
Yeah, we're all okay with the penalty. Just
the 2 minutes. It's just the nomenclature.
Yep. So theirs in Salt Lake's penalty had expired, so they now are on the power play. All right, they're trying to clearly set something up. They were looking for the tip in front, doesn't go. Comes back to the point. They try to dump it out deep. Good stick by Lakey to intercept. He spins around, tries to send it down, but number 22 does a good job of snagging it out of midair, and they come right back in the zone. Long shot into Owen's glove.
Got some golf claps up here.
Hey, Drew, no sling.
I know, I don't throw it anymore.
That's awesome.
So his nerves are gone.
That's true. I can't feel it in my shoulder.
Perfect. Suit up, buddy.
He has his gear taught. I see somebody.
And big slap shot of the point gets blocked by Lakey's skate. And then Habel sends it all the way down. I think he shook his head right afterwards because he saw Habel streaking right after he had released it and was like, man, quarter of a second later and I could have just hit him.
Was that AJ on the pursuit? Yep.
Yep, and then Bayless takes it and Bayless sends it all the way down.
I love AJ on the penalty kill. Yes!
There's AJ on the penalty kill getting a shot. Yeah, AJ is one of those effort motor guys. So PK is definitely in his wheelhouse for his skill set because he is relentless. So Mr. Relentless comes to the dot. He's going to take the face-off against Salt Lake's captain. Puck bounces around, but Salt Lake comes away with possession. Salt Lake's Jones goes to the outside, looks to feed the middle, goes off a skate in front. I think that was Lakey's. Bayless pursuing up to the point, but Salt Lake's able to get it down below the goal line. 88's looking, and
Is it net off?
net off. So what's interesting, Dave, is I haven't noticed the net being kicked off as a problem until the NCHA games when they came here. So I don't know if because it's getting warmer outside or if we're just kind of in that time where those posts just aren't holding like they used to.
Yeah, it's wild.
Hill on the dot, wins it forward to himself. And shot off the crossbar. That was another shorthanded opportunity. Puck comes around him. And with a good back check, he takes the puck away. He's gonna try and turn, stops, goes off Grady, goes to Braden, and Braden sends it down deep.
Too many on somebody? Too many white.
All right. Okay, so looks like Salt Lake is getting a too many men penalty. There's still 2 seconds on the penalty to Cody. So we will be 4 on 4 for 2 seconds.
And 6:11 left in the half.
And 6:11 left in the half.
Let's go, Moose!
All right, Grady wins it back to Hill. Hill nonchalantly puts it to Jonesy. Jonesy back to Hill. Cody out of the box. He stays on the ice. Hill makes a move. Hill goes back to Jones. Everyone thought he was going to go to Cody, but he goes the other way. Tries to get to Habel, goes through him, but he's still pursuing in the corner. Grady tried to get it out. Salt Lake tried to send it. Jones caught it. Then Jones hits it out of midair. Salt Lake gets it down as far as our blue line. Cody looking for Habel. It bounces on him, but comes to Grady. Grady, cross ice pass to Jones. Jones, shot misses the net. And the rebound was coming to Blanco, but Salt Lake does a good job of intercepting. Then they send it out of the zone. Cody picks it up. Braden say, yeah. Cody says, no. And takes the shot from above the dots. Comes back to AJ. AJ hits Linebach in the slot, and it gets tipped out in front by the defenseman. Linebach with a power play goal.
Yeah, boys!
Fed by AJ, I believe.
I think that's right.
4-1. Moose with 4:57 remaining in the first. AJ is going to come to the dot. And he gets it over to Leinbach. Leinbach with the curl and the rim. Leinbach with a little shove. AJ gets danced around. Salt Lake maintaining possession. Man, he still has it. Tries to get it around, and the pass gets intercepted by Bayless. Leinbach's working on it, gets it out of the zone, gets it just through Gavin. And then AJ had it, got it to, to Gavin. Gavin's pass gets deflected, and it goes in between everybody. Salt Lake the other way. 61 gets through. Bayless with body position.
A lot of bodies behind our net. We got 3 black.
All right, Owen blocked that centering pass himself. Cody is going to hit a kid coming up to his waist again. He did not learn his lesson the first time. Hey, Brendo. Bayless had it. Bayless lost it. Hit by AJ, freeing the puck for Bayless in the corner. He's going to rim it around looking for Gavin. Gavin through the contact. Tries to hit Leinbach. It's deflected, but comes to Bayless. Bayless and Leinbach together.
Leinbach going to the net.
Two defensemen by trade on the rush. That's fun. Salt Lake comes back. And Salt Lake does a good job maintaining through the contact. 66 tries to center. Bayless takes it, gives it to Hill. Knocked off his stick. Comes back to Bayless. Bayless tries the one-time pass, doesn't go. And then a shot from center on Owen. Owen saves it, leaves it. Salt Lake unable to hold and offside.
I think Salt Lake likes this 68 matchup with Carter.
Yeah. As would I. It is an 8. It looked like a 66 to me, but it is an 8.
In the back, it's an 8. And the
Oh, I see what they did. They put tape over it.
Oh.
So on the sleeves, it's 66. Yeah.
So we're not stupid.
Nope, we're not. Well, I mean, we might be stupid, but we at least saw that correctly. Wiggy with a hit, knocks it free. And then Lakey gets it to Hill. Hill
Nice
gets it
pass,
to Riker.
Carter.
Riker gets behind the defense. And good save by the goalie. It pops out in front. But Salt Lake's able to get it. Lakey holds on the point, gets it down to Carter. Carter's pass doesn't go where he wants it to. Wiggy's there trying to grab it. Can't quite get it. Salt Lake comes through. Back pressure by Hill. Knocks over the 12-year-old. And puck was in his equipment for a little while. Comes back to Lakey.
It was a good shoulder hit. He didn't extend his arm.
No. It was a great hit. And I know I was giving him crap because it was a 12U, but that kid's got some size and some skill. I'm just giving Carter a hard time.
Well, I think Carter would have had a tendency to extend his arm for the extra emphasis, so a little more discipline there.
Yeah, because that's what he got the penalty for earlier in the game. So learning. All right, hit by AJ. Knocks the puck free for Lakey. Lakey's pass doesn't quite go. Comes off the half wall to Salt Lake. Good shot block by AJ. Hit him in the hand. He gets it up, not out. Another good point shot with strength. Saved by Owen.
Owen's checking his glove.
And another shot from the other point. Owen with a save on that one. 66 puts it back to the point, says, do it again, buddy. But Habel with a block that time. And then AJ put it to Blanco. Blanco looking to get it back to him. And AJ sends it down deep. Comes all the way out to Jones at center. Jones tries to hit Blanco, goes off his stick, goes to Salt Lake. And takeaway by Hill.
There's 68 out there with him again.
Hill tries to chip it down. Leinbach tried to get it there.
Offside, maybe?
And behind the play. No, it looks like Carter's going to the box.
I
Okay,
didn't see it.
so Carter's going to get a penalty for something that happened behind the play, and
Cross-check.
cross-check is the call.
Oh, now they're giving him 4 minutes for running his mouth.
All right, so
And I just got done saying good
yep,
things
hold-
about his
hold up,
discipline.
Hold up. All right, so
Oh, they don't have it on the clock.
yeah, they're working on, because they put up a 2-minute penalty. Then Carter was running his mouth. He got 4.
So
They were
he's-
still working on it when they dropped the puck, so they're going to need to fix that,
He's controlling his elbows, but not the jaw.
not the jaw. All right. All right, so Teresa gets it squared away. 23 seconds left. Salt Lake on the penalty kill. Good intercept by Linebach. Gets it to Blanco, and Blanco sends it the distance. He's able to get there first behind the net. Turns, maintains possession, and then rims it around. He's looking for Cody on the far point. He gets him. And
Up and out of the ring.
yep,
All right.
gets him.
Back
Well,
in about 10 minutes, I guess.
see you after the cut. First game, second period, 14s versus Salt Lake. Moose up 4-1. Hill still in the box for another 3:35. Comes back to Bayless. Bayless going across to Jones. I could hear Jones calling for it from the stands, which I really like. He and I had a discussion about that the other day. When he gets his voice on, it's really loud and really good, and I like it. Jones sends it back down. Salt Lake stops it on their blue line.
He's not much of a talker unless he's on the ice.
It's very true, and that's perfectly fine. That's the best kind of kid.
Seen and not heard, unless you're on the ice.
That's right.
Then
hit,
you should be seen and heard.
hit by Blanco, and AJ had sent it down, and then Bayless sends it down on net. Puck bounces in Bayless's skates. They walk in. Bayless tries to walk it away. Can't get it out. Shot misses the net. And Grady comes looking to get around. Salt Lake does a good job of closing it off. Linebach tries to grab it, but Salt Lake comes out. Shot save. Shot missed, I think. And Cody closes the legs. He saves it for Owen. That was off the outside of the net. Jumps back out in front. Linebach looking to get a stick on it. And he does, and it ramps up over the net. Hit by Bayless. Good stick to knock it free. Cody throws the kid like a rag doll. Goes
Whoa.
off of Cody's skates and in on Owen, who makes the save and covers.
Owen's so calm.
Yeah, you hate when, your defenseman's doing a good job helping you out and it goes off of him and, you're reacting to the shot and then last minute you got to make a quick change. Been doing 18 stats and saw that on a lot of goals in the 18s where goalie makes a reaction to the shot, goes off a defenseman, and then goalie's out of position, guy in front is able to pop it in. So it's one of those just bad bounce things. Good thing Owen's calm, collected. Cody rims it all the way around. There is still over a minute left in Carter's penalty.
Salt Lake getting some momentum, moving with speed.
Yep, their assistant captain, 33, him and 88. They're a power duo right there. Luckily, 88's not on the ice. Takeaway by Lakey.
Sheds
Lakey stick handles around one kid, and he's going to accelerate. He's going to carry. Ooh, yep, he gets tripped, and
draws the call.
yep. All right, so.
Good things happen when you move your feet.
Of course, it's not what he was trying to do. It's one of those things where, yep, sorry, it's a penalty, even though you didn't mean to. So Salt Lake goes to the box. It's going to be 4-on-4 for 38 seconds, and then the Moose will go to the power play. Interesting diamond setup the Moose have on this draw. That one? No, that's theirs.
Would.
And AJ wins it back clean. Goes to Jones. Jones with a shot.
I guess they knew something we didn't.
AJ kicks it around, but Jones can't hold. Salt Lake comes the other way. Chips it down deep. Ooh, they go right out in front. Luckily, that pass doesn't connect. And
you were probably panned the camera and didn't see Owen face watch the kid getting up out of his crease.
I did not see that on camera, but that's hilarious. Tristan intercepts but can't get the pass off. Owen knocked the net off again. I don't think he has any idea. I don't think the refs. Nope.
Yeah,
Owen, he fixed it.
Oh, drop pass.
All right, drop pass to Hill. It gets ramped up out of play.
Little goalie shenanigans behind the play.
Love it.
We heard any reports on whether the stream is any good?
No one's yelled at me, so that's a good sign.
No news is good news.
What's up, Welty? Living the dream?
All right, Hill back to Hable. Hable can't hold on.
Like a dream weaver.
Salt Lake gets run off by Grady, and Jonesy picks it up. Jones tries to go across to Hill. Doesn't work. Bounces to Grady, but Grady can't hold on. And it comes all the way down. Owen's going to come out to play, leave it for Hill. Hill around the back of the net. He's going to cut to the middle. He's going to take a stick with him. It was part of skating. Good shot by Grady. Comes back to Hill. And
Easy.
all right, so Grady is going to the box. Did you see what the call was?
I didn't.
Probably cross-check. We'll just,
We
we'll
can
just
go with
assume
that.
it was cross-check. All right, so Grady goes to the box. We're going to go back to 4-on-4 for 29 seconds, and then Salt Lake will be on the power play.
This is an interesting way to play hockey.
Yeah. Salt Lake with a clean win. Back to the point. Back to the half wall. Cody with a good stick, but the guy gets around him but forgets the puck. AJ is able to pick it up. AJ gets run off the puck.
I don't know how he got away with that hug.
Yeah, might have been a penalty there, but oh, and then Bayless whiffs on it, comes back. Cody's gonna scoop it up. He
They
turns,
both
but
blew a tire.
loses his footing. AJ with a big hit. He was luckily far enough away for that not to be boarding.
They must have hit a slippery spot in the ice.
Yeah, Bayless comes right out in front. Shot. Oh! They're saying, no, keep playing, keep playing. They said barred out.
What a hit.
Ref calls it bar out. Game still goes. Comes back to Cody.
That there is a good goal.
Bounces on AJ. Salt Lake with a shot. And
Whoa.
come on, Cody. All right, so
Sending them
Cody
both.
and the Salt Lake kid are both going to go to the box. Those should be offsetting. And Salt Lake still on the power play for 56 seconds.
I think Steinauer should run a daycare.
And traumatize children like all day long.
It could be a reality TV show.
It would be entertaining, I'll tell you that much.
I think
All right.
they're offsetting, so it should be 2 and a whistle.
Yep.
And she's probably, oh, she's trying to figure out how to put it up there, but it shouldn't go on the board.
All right. Carter with his forward win, but then loses it at the blue line, gets it back, and then sends it all the way down. Comes back to Lakey. Lakey gets it up out of the zone. Comes all the way back to Salt Lake's end.
It's a good stick.
In
Oh.
Tristan's skates, he didn't know where it was. And then Carter with a big hit. Owen with a save. Carter hit a kid in front of the net, and then 35 came up to him, and no, 35 is just defending his player.
I think Steinhauer's in a mood too. He's
Well,
not
'cause-
putting up with nothing.
I talked to Steiny about letting him play.
Well, so the 44 kid right there, he's the 12U captain. So when the biggest kid on our team puts a shoulder into their 12U, they're gonna have kids going to protect him. You know. All right, wait. Riker just went to the box.
So that was for. It sounds like Owen got a penalty.
Yeah. Owen did push him a little.
So
All right. Yeah.
so they're offsetting. They're offsetting penalties.
Were they?
Okay.
Yeah.
So still, was it 5-on-5?
That was Owen that drew a penalty in the. I don't know.
All right, so poor Teresa. I told her this job was going to be easy.
Yeah.
And theoretically, it is until something like this happens.
Until this happened.
Yeah.
How is the scorecard? Is it easy to run here? Is it pretty easy?
The scoreboard's really easy. Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Do we have somebody for the 16 team?
I thought Teresa was going to come do it, but with the
Dave's mom?
but with the wind, hopefully she's not delayed. I don't know.
No, he's.
All right. Yeah.
I don't know if he's talking to the coach or. But he's
I don't
sending
know.
a
So
bench
Salt Lake
minor
just
for
got a
somebody
bench
that wouldn't
minor
stop.
for some reason. This is getting ridiculous.
Was it a kid? It would be Carl. I don't think. It would be Carl.
We all are.
Yeah, he's
We never age past 15, or at least never mature past 15. Wait, nope. He had to think through. It's not going to be
Now that
three
he
on
put
three.
one more in the box, it makes it a 4-on-3.
Sorry, I don't know if you guys can see this, but oh my God, they're sending. Why is there another kid going?
Hmm?
Oh, I think
Maybe
he's
he's just
going
trying
to
to learn.
talk to the referee. Okay, I was like, good Lord, don't send another kid in there.
Yeah.
Not even any room.
I don't know. There's the only thing Steinhauer doesn't like is people talking and questioning his authority.
That is definitely his thing. That's why when I coached, he and I did not get along when I was on the bench. When I was off the bench, we got along fine. When I was on it, we were not buddies.
He's super friendly guy if you just feed his ego.
Oh, yeah. And like I said, off ice, he'll
Oh,
talk
yeah.
your ear off. But you
He's-
try and talk his ear off on the ice, and he's
You know,
sending your kids.
and he also runs this area for all the officials.
Yes.
And so he's really good at backing up his guys.
Yeah.
So the young officials coming up, he really takes care of his people.
Which we both know. He's done a good job with both Wyatt and Cam. All right, so it's going to be a 4-on-3, and so it's a Moose power play with the face-off in our end. This is just weird. All right, so AJ wins it back.
Yeah.
Lakey gets it up to Hable, and drop pass shot, and we have Grady getting ready to come out in 1 second. So in 1 second, it will be a 5-on-3 for a minute 46 with 15:30 left in the period. Grady comes out, comes back to Tristan. Tristan comes across to Lakey. Lakey shot goes through and got through the goalie. It was sitting there, and AJ said, "It's not my birthday."
So that should release a player.
It should.
Because they were at a man disadvantage.
It should absolutely. Wait, what's he saying?
He's probably trying to pick which one is supposed to come out.
Okay, so that was a 5-on-3 goal. It was AJ from Lakey.
So that should release one.
Wait, who's she talking to? What's going on? Yeah, a guy should come out. Yeah.
And now we should be 5-on-4.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay. So one player comes out. It's 5-on-4 for 1:37. 15:20 to go. Moose up 5-1. Everyone got that?
Got it.
All right. Carter loses the draw. Salt Lake sends it back. And then sends it down. Bayless snags it. Bayless cross to his D partner Jonesy. Jonesy looking to hit Hill. It goes off a stick but still gets him. He recoils back to where Jones sent the pass from.
Hill goes wide.
Hill goes wide. Shot goes over the net. Comes
Goalie
back
change.
to Bayless. Bayless goes D to D, but it comes just outside the blue. Jonesy back to Bayless. Bayless backhand up to Gavin. Rolls on a stick, but he gets it back. Hits Carter. Rolls on Carter's stick, and then it goes into the Salt Lake bench.
Did you see the goalie change for Salt Lake?
Oh, good call. Yeah. So Salt Lake changes their goalie. They go from, I believe the other kid's last name is Flick. I'm not sure this goalie's last name. And I also don't see their other goalie on the bench.
Oh, no.
So I wonder if it
I hope
was
something didn't happen.
Yeah, I wonder if it was injury related. Or maybe he's just sitting back where I can't see him. All right. Ooh.
Oh, hits his own guy.
Yeah. Let's make sure he's okay. Oops. I'm not even filming. Sorry. Yeah, so kid from Salt Lake got puck up high. Didn't look like it felt good. Goalie signals for the coach.
It sounded like, it sounded like it hit a helmet or a mask.
That's what it sounded like. And yeah, it was up towards his head somewhere, and that's just not a great spot to get hit.
He's got his hat off.
All right, well, his teammates are already taking his gear to the bench.
Somebody grabbed his hat.
All right, he's up.
Must have got him in the ear hole.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, that hurts.
He could ask Bayless about that.
Good. Yeah. That is not a fun place to get hit.
We had one of those like last game against this team where Bayless laid out to block a shot and takes a snapshot right to the ear hole. Popped his ear like a wrestler.
Oh, man. Wiggy sends it around after AJ wins it. Blanco sends it to the point, and Bayless right back to him. Once he pass goes off a line block, and Jonesy holds on the point. Comes back. Salt Lake's going to pick it up first. They're going to carry in. It's going to come in on Owen. Owen's just going to whack it to the side. Bayless tries to chip it forward, doesn't quite go. Jonesy's got to come back and snag. Jonesy up to Grady. Grady spins around and sends a pass errantly towards Salt Lake. There is less than 10 seconds left on the penalty, whichever penalty to Salt Lake. Jones with a hit knocks the puck free, carries it through, gets it to Bayless, and Salt Lake comes out of the box 5-on-5 again. Bayless's pass goes off of Blanco's stick, and AJ holds the point. Slap shot goes just wide.
Boy, I thought he was going to get that.
Yeah, he had a little bit of room. Back pressure by AJ. Gets sent down deep. Comes around to Bayless. Bayless turns it over in not a great spot. and shot, and I think
He's
that went in.
signaling goal, is he?
Yeah, yeah, it did. It squeaked in between the post and Owen, and Salt Lake gets a goal 5-on-5 after all of the craziness happens. And if you were watching before and saw what the penalty boxes looked like, now they look so bare. No,
The glass was fogging up in there. There were so many bodies.
so many kids. Yep, it's 5-on-5, boys. There they go.
They're so surprised it's 5-on-5. They didn't send another guy.
Hill wins it back, comes all the way back to our end. Tristan picks it up. Tristan to Gavin. Gavin to Hill. So we are now 5-2. Hill shot misses the net with 12:54 to go. Tristan spun it back, but it was a delayed off that Gavin touched. So it will come back out for a face-off. And they're going to say intentional, and we're going to go all the way down.
His ears were full of all the sand that blew around here yesterday and the 90-mile-an-hour winds Fort Collins had.
Yeah, that was crazy. Hill loses the draw. Salt Lake back to the point. Shot from the point. Bounces on Owens like 3 times. It was weird. Gets sent not quite out of the zone. Off of Habel. Skate. Gets it out and gets it to Carter. Carter spins around. It comes off his stick to Lakey. Lakey right to Tristan. Tristan's going to carry. Tristan with a long shot. Goalie save and cover.
Yeah, the Budweiser Brewery has all the trees out front. You know, the 30, 40-year-old trees. Like 3 of them counted blown over.
Oh, jeez.
That's right where they closed the highway for the blown over semis.
All right, AJ loses the draw. Salt Lake gets it behind their net. They rim it around. Jonesy holds it on the point and sends it back down deep. Ooh, Riker picks his pocket, but unable to get it out of the zone. It flops back in on Owen. Owen makes the save, but can't cover. Cody knocks it over, gets knocked up, and then Riker gets it out but can't maintain possession. Comes back, Cody's going to be the first one to it. Cody looks, pass gets blocked but goes to Riker anyway, and he gets it out towards center. Wiggy almost with a good intercept. Riker knocks it free, comes to Jones. Jones carrying in, tries to get around the defenseman, takes it behind the net. Looks for the centering pass, doesn't go. Comes back to Riker. Riker spins, looks, tries to feed Jones, gets intercepted. Wiggy holds the point, gets it down to Riker. Riker with a shot, save, loose. And Salt Lake starts the breakout. Gets sent across the net mouth, but comes to Riker. And Riker says, I'm tired. I'm just going to chip this out. Let's get a change going. But it's icing.
Salt Lake's goalie's back on the bench, so it looks like everything's okay.
All right, good to go. Maybe he had an equipment issue or something like that. All right, 5-2 with 10:41 left. Blanco to the dot. And Grady got it where he wanted it to. Unfortunately, there wasn't a winger there. Comes up to Habel. Habel to Blanco. Blanco back to Habel. And then turned over right out in front. Shot misses the net. Let's see. That was Leinbach that was able to get out of the zone. Blanco comes in. Gets it to Habel. Habel can't quite get the shot to go. Salt Lake is going to take it the other way. And there was a hit behind the play by Leinbach. Habel with it. Habel just misses Leinbach. Grady looking for it, but Salt Lake maintains possession. Stretch pass, but Bayless takes body position and the puck. He's going to try, I don't know if that was a self pass or a dump down, but either way, he's the first one to it. He gets hit. Blanco comes in. He has a hit.
Ooh, what a blocker save.
Good save by the goalie. That was a shot by Tristan. I thought he had room there. Oh, and then Bayless to Linebach to Blanco. Blanco with the goal. And we are now looking 6-2.
This is Josh's mom. This is Chris.
Nice to meet you.
So I'm one of the other people on that text chain.
Okay. Good to put a face with
Yeah.
with a phone number.
Yeah.
Looks like AJ is going to
he's
take
over
the
there.
face off.
Orange hat. All right.
AJ gets thrown.
AJ gets tossed. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Riker tries the back pass, gets it to Jones. Jones just wide of the net. Comes to Lakey. Lakey dumps it down deep, comes around to Riker. Riker's going to look. He wanted Jones. The pass didn't quite go. Jones has a good stick, but it comes right back to Salt Lake. Riker intercepts, dumps it down deep. Salt Lake gets it back. They're trying to break it out, but their pass goes to Riker. Riker gets it to AJ, and then it comes all the way back to Jones. Jones going to try and dump it down deep, but it went off Steiny's skates, so it didn't go very far. Riker with a good
Another
trick
blocker
shot.
save.
Yeah. Yeah, this goalie's good on his blocker side. A lot of times we see, you know, man, that goalie's so good with his glove. You don't often say, man, that goalie's so good with his blocker, but kid's got a good blocker. Good stick by Jones. Went to AJ, and then AJ back to Jones. He kicks it to himself. He's going to try and carry. Still has it. The fifth guy. That was too many. That was...
Whew. I think that's Carter's
Ooh,
move. Oh,
good
what a
job
save by Owen.
66. Yeah, good save by Owen. Comes to Jonesy again. Jonesy's tired. He chips it to center. 44
He wanted to
intercepts it.
leave. Oh, thankfully it was offside. He wanted to change so bad.
So as a rule follower, if you were to say that Jones did that intentionally to force the offside, what penalty would you call?
That would probably be interference.
That's less fun. I was hoping there was a cooler one. Yeah, these scramble drills in front of the net, not good for any goalie. Linebach sends it down, but it goes too far. It's going to go for an ice. Wiggy with good hustle to get there first. But it's an ice. All right, that was Grady on the draw, lost, but then either him or Cody blocked it. It was hard to tell. Grady had a hit. Cody making a couple of moves, gets around, pass gets blocked, but it goes to Linebach anyway. Linebach loses it, comes back to Cody.
Oh,
Cody
strip.
for the spin move doesn't work. One-on-one with Tristan. He gets the shot off. Pad save. Salt Lake gets it right back. And puck bounces right back to 61. He throws it right back to the net mouth. Comes to the point. Shot off of Cody. Goes behind the net.
Oh.
They're looking for that centering pass. It was blocked off by Tristan. Blanco is working on it, but Salt Lake gets it, and then their pass to the point is errant. So they have to go back to recover with Leimbach in pursuit. Leimbach with a hit, knocks the puck free, but it comes to Salt Lake. Salt Lake stretch pass, gets their own guy on the far side. He wraps around, he's looking for help, but he's got one guy deep and nobody else because there was a change. Bayless gets it out of the zone. Salt Lake turns it right back in. Shot right into Owen's glove. 6:06 to go. Moose up 6-2.
I like Jackson's angle on that.
Mm-hmm. Doug's down there chirping the other ref about Steiny. Called him sensitive.
Whoa.
Ooh, bounces right out in
that
front.
net's off again.
Luckily, comes to Carter. Carter gets it out as far as their blue line. Salt Lake's going to need to regroup. Their pass doesn't work. Bayless is able to intercept. He makes one move, but can't get through everybody. Salt Lake turns it up. Lakey in a race. He's able to get there. And it pops free to Hill. We haven't seen Hill in a while. Hable tried to get it out, but leaves it enough for Carter.
No. Two on 0.
2 on 0. Carter's going to walk in.
What a save!
Great save by the goalie. Bayless can't hold on the point. Takes it. Backhand pass goes off of Carter. Shot goes off of Carter. Lakey down in the corner working on it. It pops free. Salt Lake is going to take it. Salt Lake looking for the centering pass. Bayless intercepts. Bayless to the half wall for Gavin. It doesn't go, but it comes back to Bayless. Bayless to Hable. Hable just out to center. Salt Lake turns it back in. Salt Lake looking for a shot. Doesn't really go, so Owen's just going to snag it and hold on for the faceoff.
I'm getting a report from home that the sound is messed up.
That the sound is messed up? What kind of sound? Are we messed up? All right, that was AJ on the draw, and then Bayless left it for him. AJ up, not out. Salt Lake looking to get a shot off in the center. Can't quite get it. It pops out, comes to AJ. AJ gets it to Riker. Riker, long shot, misses the net. Comes out to AJ. AJ over to Jones. Jones. Him and Riker were not on the same page. Salt Lake comes back with it, dumps it down deep. Now they're in for the chase. Jones with a hit, knocks the puck free. Jones takes a hit. Riker comes to pick up the trash. And it comes in, looked to be offside to me, but that's okay. Comes back to Jones. Jones centering pass gets blocked, but it goes to Riker. And Dave's pushing buttons. I don't know what he's doing. Goes up to Blanco. Goes through Jones. Is it because we're close? Tristan over to Jones. Jones looking for Hill. Hill looking for Leimbach. Doesn't go, but Blanco's able to pick it up. Blanco gets it to Leimbach. Leimbach makes a move. He takes a shot. Goes wide. Hill is definitely going to go for that one. All right, 3:05 left in the game. Carter's going to go for, I don't know, interference. Okay, go ahead.
Try again.
All right, hopefully that lets it sound a little bit better. So if it does sound better and you guys just came back. Carter just took a penalty. There's 3:05 left. Moose up 6-2. Steiny talking to Tommy. Tommy getting the explanation, and they're saying there's 3 minutes left. There's 2 minutes on your penalty. You just go cool off in the locker room. Oh, I can hear that. Weird. All right. Can we just do it without the... Or do you think it's the feed?
Must be the feed. Oh,
Yeah.
hold on.
Because if now that that's pulled out, if it still sounds the same, then it obviously wasn't the microphones. Woo, shot missed the net. Ooh, going for the wrap. He had the room, but hit it on the outside. Owen made a couple of saves in there and covers.
Yeah, it's not the microphone. There's something.
No, it's the feed. Blanco to the dot. Comes back to the point. They go point to point. Ooh, heavy shot. Good save. And then Salt Lake puts one in. Power play goal for Salt Lake, bringing them within 3 with 2:32 left. And Dave, this is what we were talking about. Luckily, there's not a ton of time left on the clock. But, you know, if the Moose got undisciplined, if we started playing a bunch of special teams, that could doom us. And here we are. Luckily, we've got enough of a lead and there's not a lot of time left. But
That'd be a colossal failure.
you see
to
how,
give it up here.
yeah, but you could see how the game could have gone differently if the undisciplined penalties started sooner. Cody with a hit. Gavin maintains through the contact. And then shot missed the net. Ooh, bounces right back out in front. Owen has to make a save and a cover.
I wonder when that sound like that.
Audio sounds like poltergeist. That's pretty good. So when the game's over, let's pull up the recording and see if it's messed up on the recording, or if it really just was. Yeah. Cody blocks it, sends it all the way down. Comes back to Cody. He makes a move. Pass gets intercepted. Him. Cody with a hit. And then Gavin got it out. And then AJ with a shot that gets blocked wide. Comes to Wiggy. Wiggy through the contact, gets it to AJ. AJ tries to put it back to Hable, misses, comes back to AJ at center. AJ chips it up. No ice because of the deflection. Less than a minute to go. Off of Hable's hand. Gets it to Riker. Riker really annoying that guy. Hable with a good stick. And then it comes back out to Cody at center. Cody, long shot, misses the net. Jackson gets it down deep. Goalie's going to play it to the side. Linebacker with a hit behind. Comes out to Lakey at center. Bounces on a stick, but Hable's there to pick it up. Habel right back to Leinbach. Leinbach tries to dump it in, goes off a skate. Leinbach with a hit. And it gets rimmed around deep. And final buzzer goes. Moose win the game 6-3.